Okay, Heather, well, welcome to Brighton TeachMeet. I don't know if you've been watching the live stream at all.
Yes, it's been very exciting.
Okay, we'll try and give you a wave. Are we able to do that? Right, if you could have a look at the live stream, you should see everyone waving at you, Heather, now. Feel the love.
I turned it off. I was afraid there would be some feedback. So,
Well, we've just waved at you a great deal. Heather, I'm going to hand you over to the audience here. We've been having some really exciting presentations, but we're really interested to hear about your story of what you've been doing with the Cherokee Nation in Oklahoma to use virtual schooling as a way to support their development of their English skills. Okay, over to you.
Well, my name is Heather Sourjohn. I'm currently the Scholarship Director at the Cherokee Nation Foundation, which is the tribe's nonprofit organization. Our mission is to provide higher education scholarship opportunities to Cherokee Nation citizens and to help revitalize the Cherokee language. And this all came about when my daughter entered kindergarten at the Cherokee Nation's immersion school. There was a group of us parents. I was a classroom teacher at the time, and we were following our children as they went through the immersion process. There was no English in the school at all. All the learning occurred in the Cherokee language, which was great, and we were very supportive of that. But by the time they got to the third year in the school, there was limited resources in the Cherokee language. There were no books. All the learning was through the school did provide Apple computers to all students, and they did their reading and writing, their math on their computers and through worksheets. And as we looked forward, when they would graduate after year 6, they would be entering a full English environment. So a group of parents, we come together and try to figure out how would we help our children transition into the English environment. And we got together and as we did searches, we found an Oklahoma virtual academy offered through our public school system. And at that time, I taught after school the 5 students that chose to participate, and all of their learning was through an online platform. They had geography, everything was through the online. And the school did provide us with a smart board where I could provide more interactive learning with math, doing drills and interactive maps with geography and things like that. So now we've moved forward. The students are in year 7 of their school, and they're in a full English environment, and they have no Cherokee. So we're having to switch our focus and try to provide Cherokee instruction, because we don't, through the language revitalization effort, we don't want them to lose what they have learned so far. And so we're trying to create an online platform for Cherokee learning. And we have very limited resources for that. And
questions?
Do you have any questions?
Are there any questions for Heather? Thank you very much for talking about that.
Hi, Heather. my name's Donna and I'll be presenting later. How many children do you have going through the programme at the moment, and are you going to continue once your child has finished this?
I'll just repeat the question so that everyone that's listening on the live stream can hear. So Donna has asked, how many children do you currently have going through the programme, and also asked whether you would be continuing to work on it once your daughter had finished with the programme itself.
With the Cherokee program,
Yeah, that's right, yes.
well, she has actually graduated out of the Cherokee program. It just goes through year 6 of school, and she's in a full English environment now. And as the school progressed, they did have more resources for the younger grades. So now, in years 3 through 6 at the Cherokee school, they have more books, not, as a classroom teacher, not what I would want. I would want many more. But they have made huge strides in providing more resources for the Cherokee teachers. And so I try to support the school as much as possible, even though she's not in there. And so what we're trying to do, we have a gap of Cherokee language learning. Once they graduate out of year 6, years 7 through 12, there is no Cherokee resources for those on grade level for those students. But then the local university has a Cherokee degree program where students can graduate with a Cherokee language degree and become a classroom teacher. But we have this gap of learning between year 7 and year 12 that as parents, we're trying to find ways to fill that gap. And we feel the best way to do that is through digital online learning.
Are there any more questions for Heather? Heather, I just had one further question. I was just interested to know what ideas or plans you were looking to implement in terms of new digital technologies, ideas that you may have for the future in supporting children in the Cherokee Nation.
Well, the students themselves have come up with several game ideas, and we have films that the students have made. If you want to get online, it's called the Cherokee Channel on YouTube, and you can see the 2 films that the students have. They wrote the scripts, they filmed it, they produced it themselves, and actually won some film competitions with their Cherokee films. And we're just continuing to support our children as much as possible. We're not native speakers, so we have to go out and search and find, native speakers that will work with them at this point, because they're not in the school environment anymore.
Okay, is there any final questions? Okay, Heather, thank you so much from Oklahoma for coming into our TeachMeet meet here in Brighton, and we wish you well for the rest of your day, and thank you very much.
Thank you.